Okay, we are back. Finally, I updated the project. And the environment is almost finished, which is awesome. Now I wanna place some enemies. And I think it's gonna be on the same, it's gonna be, everything's gonna be the same as the other version. I wanna see if we have a nav mesh here. Okay. And I would like to add this ranged enemies. Maybe a couple of them. The other thing, I want some rails for these doors. So I think I'm gonna add those rails now. Somewhere here. We're gonna add them right there. We are on a slope, so need to figure out what's the best way to do this. Maybe something like that. It will be very nice to have something that goes like this. We can probably change the concrete as well. But it will be very nice to have some kind of railing that goes like this. Most likely don't need those faces, and also I believe we don't need those. It would be nice to cut into the concrete and actually put this a little bit lower. Or we can probably make a ramp kind of thing. That's also another solution. Just so we can have something to slide the doors on. Hey, how's it going? Learning materials, textures, and animations. Yeah, I mean, you should probably look into ArtStation Learning. There's a lot of good information there. I think that's a good place to start. Yeah, maybe making a ramp here, that'll look nicer. But at least now has some kind of railing, because before that it was just kind of like touching the concrete, and I didn't like how the door, now it kind of slides on something. So yeah, let's try actually something different. What if I make a little ramp? That might work. Need to make it a little bit less steep, so it feels a little bit more natural. maybe the whole length could work. And these ones can go out a little. Maybe like this. Kind of looks a little better. Let's see. Yeah, definitely no problem. Yeah, ArtStation Learning is a great resource. YouTube is a great resource, but if you want something more structured, maybe ArtStation Learning is a good place to go. Yeah, that feels a little better, let's say. I do like that slope. Let's actually try to get another slope in here. Since we already have this, we can just push it. That's connected, perfect. Okay, so yeah, I think this might work. Kind of like something flat like this. Just a quick UV, and yeah, that kind of feels right. Kind of like a better connection there. This bevel makes it feel like the door is kind of floating, but it's okay. We're gonna get some debris and little things too, stuff like that, to kind of like make it feel a little bit more in place. Yeah, I like this ramp. Now it feels like the door actually slides somewhere. It's just not connected to the ground. I mean, it feels that it makes a little more sense. Oh, okay, I'm missing a little concrete piece right there. Nav mesh is not working. And something happened to my enemies. Yep. Let's check. Is this? Let's make these 3 enemies part of this data layer. Another thing that I want to test is the nav mesh. Let's actually take it out of the data layer. Crap. That outside layer, it's a little bit too heavy. I think I need to break it into pieces. Yeah, probably it's too much. Let's see. Okay, hopefully the enemies work better, because I got a new logic for the AI patrolling. The project opens very fast. That's kind of cool. All of these data layers, all these issues are related to the data layer containing stuff that is referenced in the level blueprint. So no problem with that. Let's actually just unload and hide the outside, and let's focus on the first 2 areas. I mean, in the first area, I want to see if I can get the enemies to work with the nav mesh. Okay, now they're walking. Okay, I believe I think what happens is that since the nav mesh is inside the data layer and the enemies are inside the data layer as well, since they get loaded at the same time, the AI might not pick up the nav mesh. But if I make the nav mesh be there before the enemies, I think it makes more sense. Wow, those enemies had very little health. The issue is, like, I'm not sure if it's good for performance to have a bunch of nav meshes in there. One thing is for sure, like the recast, the nav mesh recast, that cannot be in any data layer. That needs to be out. Okay, they're patrolling super nicely. yeah, they're reacting very nice. Okay. So yeah, let's go with area number 2. I also need to break these data layers into smaller chunks. there's better fragmentation I can do with these to save on performance. Okay, I want to add a couple more enemies. Let's say we can have some. Let's check. Okay, here we have another nav mesh. These are close combat enemies, and wanna test. Okay, I'm missing some of these grills. Little things that I didn't migrate from the other project. There's a bunch of nav mesh volumes here. Oh wow, that's part of this other data layer. Okay, let's push it out of this one. I think I'll try to just get a. I'm not sure if I should keep them small and have a bunch of them, or just have a big one. But let's try pushing them out. of this data layer and see how it works. Yeah, these these bullets are yeah, the weapon is doing a little bit too much damage. Can probably make it. Hey, how's it going? Can probably make it so it doesn't do so much damage. Okay, let's see if this other room works. Okay, it's working better than before. At least the enemies are not just kind of like waiting for me in the door. And this guy is just patrolling around. Yeah, it's kind of better now. Just here upgrading my project. It took me a couple of days to upgrade. I'm using a template called the RPG engine. And they added chaos, destruction, and a building system. And yeah, I was trying to merge, to migrate the whole map from my past version to this one, but it didn't work. So I was like, oh no, okay. So now I need to kind of like migrate all the static meshes and kind of like rebuild the thing. Basically the only thing that I lost was the landscape and the foliage, but there was not much. I didn't do much with that, so it's okay. Alright, so we got that room going. Okay. Now I want to do room number 3. Also here, I want to unload area number 1. So we're gonna do it a little different here. I'm gonna use this door. It's a little dark. Happy birthday. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I'm finishing this level, which is almost there. It's pretty finished, and then I just want to add a bunch of I want to try to use as many mechanics from the template as possible and try to make like a fun walkthrough through this stuff. So here we're gonna go copy. I want to move this door here. And I want to move this door that way. Yeah, it's a game of kind of like loading and unloading stuff. That's kind of like what I'm trying to do right now, so I can keep a good frame rate. So basically, this door is just a visual door to block the view from the other room. But what I'm doing here is, with this door, I'm going to activate, I see, data layer number 3 and deactivate number 1. Let me see this one. It loads number 2. It would be nice for this one to deactivate number 1. Yeah, this thing will cause some issues, because if the player doesn't go through, the whole thing disappears. So I need to think about it. This one is gonna unload area number 2 and load number 3. Okay. The problem here is that this room, I believe, is part of area number 3. Yeah. So we need to make this room part of area number 2. All of this needs to be part of area number 2. Including the light. Okay, so yeah, the outside is unloaded for now because it's a little bit heavy. I don't want to load it. Might cause crashes. I'm just gonna go in invisible mode. So that's the problem. When I open this door, it unloads area number 1 and turns all the lights off and loads area number 2. Just gonna go through here without messing with the enemies. Okay, that door does nothing. Ah, it keeps open. Uh-huh. It stays open, so I think... yeah, the idea here is to open this one, and again, it unloads the one that I'm standing on. Wow, this is complicated. Yeah, this is complicated. Not sure. Should I just keep it like I had it before? The performance was not that bad. I was basically keeping two areas loaded at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, this one, yeah, this one I'm probably not gonna do this right now because it's a little... really need to sit down and think about how I'm going to solve this. So we load area number 1, we load area number 2, here we load area number 3. Yeah, I think I will bring it back to where it was, to be honest. Unless I use... unless I use another door like this. Yeah, I think the solution is making these little little rooms that have two doors that closes. So I think that's one solution. Now, if the player wants to go back to those rooms, that's another issue I need to figure out. Okay, this one unloads area number 2. No, let's make it unload area number 1. Unload number 3. Okay. That's gonna unload area number 1. And we add another door here that unloads area number 2. Okay, let me just check. So this, damn it, this needs to be part of area number 3. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Just to take advantage of this little room right here, so we can unload as much as possible. That's kind of like the whole thing, unloading as much as possible, so the game runs as the best as possible. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. So area number 2. Yeah. Oops. Okay. This is gonna go to area number 3. Kind of hard to see. Okay, all of this is gonna go to area number 3. This one is on also area number 3. I think these cables can go no, let's keep them there. Okay. So I think that okay, we should be good. The thing is that I probably need to test it. I need to test it from the beginning. just gonna make myself invisible. Doesn't really looks like I'm invisible, but that's because I haven't done the shader for the character. But now the enemies are not going to mess, not going to attack me, just so I can test. Alright, so here we activated area number 1. When I open this one, we activate area number 2, and we leave area number 1 also activated, so there's no visual glitches or anything. Okay, this is area number 2. Then here we activate area number 3 and deactivate area number 1. So I guess we're gonna have 2 areas activated at the same time. That one is gonna keep activated, it's gonna stay activated until I go into this other door. That deactivates area number 2 and activates area number 3. I think so. Did I put it like that? No. It activates area number 2 and deactivates number... activates number 3, deactivates number 2. Hey Nico, how is it going? Alright, so that's good. That way we can just have 2 areas activated at the same time. Here also I want to check something. I believe it's area number 5. There's like a grill that I want to add here. Or is it 6? It's number 6. That's the problem we have in these things. When you can see into another room. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been updating the project. It took me a couple of days to update the project because we got a big update for the RPG engine, and I was trying to just move my project from one version to the other. That was a little painful. there was probably better ways to do it, but I couldn't figure out how to. Okay, at least the grill now is there. How to move it without having any problems with the code. All right, so okay, that's cool. Okay, now if we go back to area number 1, just testing the data layers, just making sure that they're working properly. I'm gonna make myself invisible. Nothing very significant, to be honest. They changed the IK retargeter. I had some issues with the experimental state machine in the animation blueprint. Oh, I'm missing a couple of meshes there. And yeah, I think maybe performance is a little better. I do feel like I'm getting a little better performance because I'm also like optimizing a little bit better for this project, for this version, kind of like really trying to load as little as possible. Okay, so here we activated data layer number 3. All of this is data layer number 3. Okay. And here we got to activate data layer number 4. Yeah, basically I think that's how I'm going to go with this thing. Here, for example, here I should be able to deactivate data layer number 3. Because this one is a little, yeah, I have a lot of doors and I haven't deactivated data layer number 3. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm making a small game. I'm not a coder. I'm an artist. So here we deactivate data layer number 3. We can probably put this door way behind. Anyways, I'm not getting much performance problems here. These rooms are a little empty, so that's no big deal. Okay, here we got. Yeah, this is kind of working, to be honest. I should be able to fragment this a little bit better, so we get less things loaded. But these rooms are a little bit empty. No, there's probably no need to just break them into so many data layers. Okay, here with this door, we deactivated area number 4. It is a small game. Like seriously, like if you go through all this stuff, it's like not even 45 minutes. That's why I want to add some mechanics to make it a little bit more, like add some puzzles and add some stuff, so it's a little. I think that we are missing some stuff here. Yeah. Okay, here we are deactivated. Here we have 2 areas loaded, and when I hit this door, we deactivate number 5 and open up the new one. This one takes a little bit to load. Let me just double check. For example, all of this stuff can get unloaded because this data layer, the research facility one, it's too heavy. Here should be unloaded. That's empty. Okay, that's a glitchy door right there. So yeah, I need to probably fragment this a little bit better. Right here, when I go through this door, we need to unload area number 6. Because this one is a big data layer here. Still, like, well, with the enemies and stuff, the performance is going to. No, this is the RPG engine. It comes with the gasp animation template and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, that's probably a better way to go about this. And then we go down into the final room, which is the cryo chamber. That's gonna... We need a little door here so you don't get to see the thing disappearing. And there's some funky stuff going on with the elevator. Character kind of like floats a little bit. Not really sure why is that happening. And here it takes a while. Not in the build. The build actually loads this very quickly, but it does take a little bit for the cryo chamber to appear. Yeah. It's interesting because in the build it's way faster. I might need to make the elevator go a little bit slower. And there's also this logic that I can implement that it will only open the door until the data layer it's totally loaded. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Let's go back. Alright, I think... Oof, I thought that was a crash. Okay. Alright, so... It's okay. We got area number 1 working. We got area number 2 working. Okay, here on area number 3. I think we can probably add... Is there... Okay, there's no nav mesh here. Yeah, it's okay, let's leave this one. Here we can probably add a couple of enemies. Okay, now I just want to work with area number 3. Want to test the nav mesh. It seems like we have only one in here. Okay. Maybe we can probably make it bigger. I'm not sure if having multiple nav meshes is better or just one big one. I think it might be better just to have a bigger one. Yeah, I think that kind of makes sense. it doesn't really matter if it goes. I'm not even sure. Should I just make like a huge one for the whole thing? Kind of want to try that out. Just make just one volume for the whole building. That might. I appreciate the sub. Yeah, let's try. I just wanna test that out. What happens if I have only one huge nav mesh for the whole thing? Let's go a little crazy and test that out. I've never tested this. I might be wrong with this, but let's activate all these data layers and go to nav mesh. Even for the research facility, the cryo chamber, and hopefully it doesn't crash because these data layers are very heavy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna get nav mesh. The recast nav mesh, I don't want to touch that one. Okay, I'm gonna delete this and this. Okay, let's try it. Yeah. For the template, we have other nav meshes here. The template construction, which, do we really need that? That's gonna get unloaded. I just have it there as reference because I do want to bring some of those things to the level. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it there for now. Okay, let's see. This might be a little too crazy. Just to have one one nav mesh for the whole thing. I don't know about this, but let's try it out. It's kind of like building very quick. The other issues that we have a lot of detail outside, so it's gonna also build on stuff outside. That's the problem. We have a lot of stuff in here. The other good thing about this is that it's gonna build it one time and that's it, no more. Instead of building a bunch of little ones, I think it's just gonna load it once and it might just work. It's okay, it doesn't need to be 100% perfect, because anyways we are not gonna have enemies right there. But let's try this out. One thing is important is is this deep enough to actually get the lower area? Okay, I think it is. Okay, let's try this out. That's kind of crazy. Never done this. Okay, game loads the same, runs the same. If I open here, enemies are working. Okay. These guys are explosive. They self-destruct. Okay, I think it works. I think I'm not getting any frame drops. I'm missing a couple of meshes I need to bring from the other version of the project. Yeah, this guy is just walking against the wall, which that's not so nice, but better than before. We also got some patrol splines. I wanted to test those out because I got the logic updated for the patrolling on the enemy, so I think it's gonna work better. Yeah, these poor guys with a shield. I want them to jump at me instead of like shielding themselves. I want them to charge at me and electrocute, because I do have that stuff. Just need to put it in the behavior tree. I appreciate it. And I think we don't have any more enemies. I think that nav mesh thing, I think it's not a bad idea, to be honest. Actually, now that I remember, I worked on another project that was like a super big island, and we had one huge nav mesh for the whole island, for the whole thing. So I think it's not a bad idea, to be honest. Yeah. I think now it's time to just place some enemies. Let's turn these data layers on. Need to be careful not to have them all activated, because don't want to crash the engine by loading everything at the same time. On the editor it's not a big deal, but on playtime it's a little bit rough. Okay, so area number 2 goes into this little room. Then here we might have another enemy. Close combat. Here we can have a ranged. It's funny, like we are inside like a industrial facility, like some kind of like energy facility, and there are more guards than workers. That's kind of funny. That's why I want to have drones flying and welding. Let's say the drones are working and the guards are just guarding, and makes a little more sense. No, everything it's from the marketplace. Most of these assets are free. Let's put some of them here. Let's actually use this upper area. Yeah, that could be interesting. I'm not sure if they're gonna see me from there, but that could be nice. Now, the more enemies I add, the more laggy things get. Need to be careful not to add too many. That could be interesting right there. Another one here. And I think I had another one. Yeah, this room is full. I think I had one in this level. Maybe, let's just add another one there. This is one of my favorite rooms. It has a lot of verticality. These crazy fans and stuff going on. That's super awesome. Area number 3, I mean, let's deactivate all of them and activate only number 3, which is where we're gonna start. Yeah, these data layers, I mean, they're working okay for now. If you walk from the beginning to the end, if you go like in a straight pattern, but if you want to go back, I need to make it compatible so you can actually walk back. For that, I need a dot product, and I need to figure out which way the character is facing and make it activate and deactivate the data layers that are facing the other way. There's a tutorial for that in YouTube. We got some crafting materials. That's kind of funny. I think these guys are, yeah, they are too high up to see me. We can probably change the AI perception for them. Yeah, they are a little bit too high. Which it might be okay, because I kind of want to go up. I was able to mantle on this one before. Something happened here. Maybe I'm missing a little invisible mesh that I had there, so we can get the collision. I mean the line trace, so we can mantle. Damn, they hit hard. Okay. That's another problem. We have this thing that makes the gun go closer to the body, and that's gonna cause a lot of issues in very tight areas like this. I'm to be honest, I'm not a big fan of this mechanic. It looks cool and everything, but it just causes a lot of problems. For example, I don't want that to happen here with these things or with enemies and stuff like that. So I need to figure out what is the collision channel that this is responding to and take it off. Because yeah, that's gonna be very annoying. Yeah, I think we got most of it. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, for example, like making it so I can go all the way here and activate or get like a key for the door, and then we need to go back. That'll be cool. Those are not these catwalks are different. I want to see how can I make them connect in a better way. And here I'm going to place more enemies and see how it goes. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's put more enemies here. Yeah, let's probably have one somewhere here. Yeah, we maybe can make this one look like that. Maybe we can have another kind, maybe the close combat. Yeah, it's funny because these guys don't do much in like open areas. Let's activate this data layer and just play from here. Oh, these are all close combat. Yeah, it will be awesome. I want to make them like jump at me or charge. And I need to make the shield. I want to make them shield and charge. And the shield, I want to make it like really effective, so you cannot like really hit them too much while they're shielding, because now it's pretty easy to defeat. Wow, and this is looking a little dark, this area. Yeah, a little bit too dark. I got a flashlight for the gun. Should probably add. Should probably add the flashlight. Actually, I think we can do that from the player start. That would be very cool. I'm not sure if is it here. Oh yeah, I think so. Flashlight, pistol, sniper. I believe this is the one. Socket, flashlight. I don't know what socket it is. So this is the sniper rifle, pistol. I believe this is the one. Is socket container, socket data, flashlight, sniper, rifle, pistol. Okay, I believe that's the one. I think so. That's how it works. So if I come here and I spawn, Control T. Yeah, we have a flashlight. That's good. Awesome. For dark areas. This flashlight, I'm thinking like, should we just have it on the armor? Because for example, if I have the weapon here and I'm moving in dark areas, it might be nice to have it like on the body. Yeah, instead of standing there shielding, I would like them to charge. That'll be super awesome. Oh, nice. They're not moving while stunned. I think they fixed that. Hey, that's nice. That was another issue I was... Yeah, I think they fixed that thing. We need a light function for this flashlight so we can get some of that nice texture on the light. Alright, cool. Let's see if we can add more stuff. I think the nav mesh, it's working pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we can add some of these creatures. Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Yeah, let's keep the creatures for the 2 final areas. Okay. Maybe I can make them jump at me. That would be kind of cool. Because if you are on a higher ground like this, I believe they cannot go. They're like, what? Up, up. Making the enemy's mantle, that would be awesome. Not sure if that's very hard to do, since we already have like the logic for the character, for the player. Also, the enemies are dying a little bit too quick. I'm not sure if it's the bullet damage or the enemy health that I changed and got carried over from the latest, from the old version to this one. I don't think that got carried over. Another thing that I don't like is this little gap in there. It feels like we can go through, but it doesn't really let me, so maybe if I push it a little bit. That's something I don't really like in video games, where you think you can go through but doesn't really let you. Ray tracing shadows on nanite meshes. That's another problem. I need to see what to do with that one. Okay. That's kind of cool. We can probably move it a little closer. I think we can still go through there. Nice. That's very cool. Little tiny gap. To be honest, it's not that bad to have like dark areas. It kind of like forces you to use the flashlight. Some people enjoy video games where they're with like very dark areas, because they're most video games, they don't go full dark because it's, you know, kind of like annoying sometimes. Not sure if we had something here before. Yeah, some of these rooms are very empty. Oh, there you go. Let's have a ranged enemy right here. Here we need to activate something as a perfect spot to have like a switch or something there. Here I would like to move this a little bit. So we have a wider space. Nice. That's a lot of enemies. Starting to get the ray tracing deadly message right there. That means that we have a lot of stuff loaded at the same time. Okay, let's see. Also, I need to make sure that I'm loading only the ones that I need and that the enemies are actually inside the data layers, because if not, we're gonna have a bunch of enemies loaded where we don't need. It's funny, they have a riot shield with a little glass window and they're not covering their face. It's like, that's funny. Ah, that's another problem. When I get too close to a wall, it will be super awesome to like have third person, and then when I go right click to aim, it changes into first person. That will be very awesome, and I think it's totally possible. I need to change the collisions so the bullets don't go through the meshes. I would love to have like an enemy radar. That would be so nice. Instead of your typical map, kind of like XY and radar for enemies. That would be nice. Okay, we enter into area number 6. And here, could be cool to have. I mean, I was probably saving these drones for the outside, but could be nice to have a drone right there. I mean, some kind of like mech. Here we need a ladder. Also here we need a ladder to access this second level. Oh wait, what happened here? Oh, there's, and again here, yeah, I'm missing some. I'm missing some meshes from the other one. I need to go back a little bit and give it a quality control. And maybe we can have some close combat. Enemies here. A ranged maybe here. That will be very cool. That'll be very cool. We do have some kind of like upgrade system. I'm not sure how much I will go into it because it just really gets a little bit out of my scope. Uh, but this is I'm using the template. Um, I'm using this template called the RPG engine, which is an RPG template. So it comes with levels, skills, items that you can equip and make yourself stronger, like armor and stuff. I might use it as uh, like chips and stuff that you can like equip to your character, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have like a visual representation, like for example change the looks of the character, because it's just a lot of work to get like different pieces of equipment. It could be nice. It could be nice to kind of like have upgrades where you can upgrade your whole armor. That's possible because we can change the full body skin. But making it like item by item, I think it's a little bit out of scope. Yeah, that's possible. That's totally possible. Little things that you can like add on top. That's I thought about something like that. Very little subtle changes. All right. Okay. Cool. I think we can give it a test. There's a water system where we can swim. There's a gas system, like a toxic gas that we can wear like gas masks to get around. It's funny because this character I'm using now, it has like a mask, but um, stuff like that. Also like, oh yeah, this data layer. This outside stuff. I have a bunch of detail on the outside of the building, and there's something that is crashing the engine in there. There's something that it's might be too heavy. I might need to break that data layer into smaller chunks, or I need to see what's the problem there. Yeah. Good thing that is inside that data layer. I have it like pinpointed. I'm using a 3080 3080 it's it let me check. Always get this wrong. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti. That's the thing. So yeah, there's something going on with this outside data layer. I believe it's just too much, or maybe there's something that is breaking the ray tracing. But yeah, this is the building from the outside. And oh, crash. Yep, it doesn't like to doesn't like to render that thing. Yeah, it's something related to ray tracing. There's Some people say that you need to update your drivers, which are updated. Some other people need say that you need to set up some settings for it. Some other people say that it's already fixed on this version of Unreal. I believe there's something going on with the meshes I'm using. There's something going on in there. Might have to do with the ultra dynamic sky as well. Not sure. It's when I move the camera too fast in the outside. Might have to do with the dust from the ultra dynamic sky. But the level is opening super fast, which is awesome. That's way better than before. It used to load so slow. It opens very quick. That's good. All these errors I'm getting here, this is because there's a lot of actors referenced. How do you say this? There's a lot of actors in the level blueprint that are inside a data layer that is hidden. So it's okay. I'm gonna get rid of all of that, but I have them there for now, just so if I need anything from the template, like overview level, I can like grab it, but that's gonna get deleted eventually. So yeah, this is the industrial area, and I'm wondering what happened to the outside, to the concrete I had here. Huh. I'm pretty sure I had some concrete. Ah, okay, I didn't bring that over. I still need to bring some stuff from the. Yeah, I had some concrete, and there's a lot of other pieces I need to bring. From the older version to this one. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes it freaks out, sometimes it doesn't. Out of skin cache requires, oh, maybe all the enemies that I got are not inside the data layer. Yeah, that's probably it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm mixing this kind of like industrial area with some like high-tech sci-fi. Yeah, I love these details right here. Oh, come on, tell me that is the nav mesh is not working. That's a bug right there. They should not be able to shoot while stunned. Ah, yeah. Yeah, they cannot walk. That's, I don't know what that is. And it's very annoying because I cannot replicate it. It like, it happens sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. I really have no clue what's the deal with that stuff. Wow, getting those heavy crashes. But the project is opening very fast, which I'm super happy about. For some reason, the other project, the latest version before, was taking forever to open. I don't think it is an animation problem. I think it is. It's related to the data layers and the nav mesh. It's it's related to the AI logic. Yeah, and it's funny because I got an update from the developer of the template. He sent me a new code for the logic of the patrolling, and it seems to work better, but I'm still getting that issue. Wow, there's so much. I mean, I have like a long list of bugs I need to fix. It's not that big. It's not that big, but it's like just just trying to make a corridor with enemies to shoot, and like there's so much that goes into it. I just want to check something here. Let's make sure that these enemies are actually in their proper data layer. Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, it is fun because like you fix something and then you add, for example, the outside. I just added some static meshes, and now the project doesn't want to handle that, and it's like, okay, well, I need to go back and simplify and see what's going on in there. It's yeah, it's a little okay. I see these enemies here. They need to be part of the second data layer. Yeah, it's really building like a sandcastle kind of thing. Like you never know when the wave is gonna come and just like break something. Okay, they go here. Then we go into data layer number 3, and we add these enemies to data layer number 3. Yeah, I'm trying to make this area playable. Trying to make this area playable, and I'm trying to test it myself until I'm like, okay, I cannot find any game breaking bug, and then I want to give it to my friends to test, and I'm sure they're gonna find a bunch of stuff. I need to make sure that these enemies are actually in their data layer, because these guys are heavy and I don't want to have them loaded. Yeah, and there's so much I want to do with the environment. Like want to make it as interactive as possible, add some kind of puzzles to it. Make the AI work a little better, which is way better than before, which I'm very happy with. I just need to make a different I forgot the name of the asset. Like I think it's the AI brains or AI perception. I don't know. So I can have different types of AI depending the room size. So they can have different sight and hearing perception on each area. So it really works better for each room. For very tight, smaller areas, I need a different type of AI. For bigger areas, I need this kind of type. And also, let's get these doors into area number 4. Huh? Hey, how's it going? This can be also part of area number 4. Uh-huh. This could be part of area number 4. This could be part of area number 4. Right there. No. I get that question every single day. Did you model everything? Did you code everything from scratch? No, I didn't. Let's see. Let's push that into this data layer. Okay. Okay, cool. Nice. I think we got that going. Area number 4. Okay. Oh, I think this is part of area number 4 as well. Okay. Here. That's clean. And we can even like fragment this even better. Area number 4. Area number 5. Okay, there you go. Area number 4. These guys are part of area number 4. This are part of area number 5. And this little thing as well is part of area number 5. This one, I think we can probably put it on area number 5. Yep, let's put all of that into area number 5. And here we access well, these assets are very optimized. They don't look like it, but they're actually very low poly. The textures look just very, very nice. Okay, here we are into area number 6. Nice. So this is gonna go into area number 6. Area number 6. Yeah, area number 6 is a little big, to be honest. We can probably break that down into 2 areas. Area number 6. And then we go into the last one. Okay, I think now everything's actually in its right place. Sweet. Oh, Jesus, no. No, no. I'm not activating that data layer anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna break it into smaller chunks and see what is really causing the problem there. Might be just the amount of meshes. I know how to deal with this. I think I thought about this before. I'm gonna make some of those assets. I'm gonna make most of those assets not cast shadows. I think it's a shadow. It's a ray trace shadow issue where there's a lot of little things that are casting shadows and it's just too much. So I'm gonna make a lot of these outside assets don't cast shadows, and I think I can save a lot on performance here. Shit, I hope I didn't mess the other thing up. For now, I'm just gonna I hope I didn't lose that other progress that I had. Oh, I think I did. Damn it. Okay. Okay, that was not that bad. I think everything else is good. Yep. Empty, everything's super empty. That's part of area number 1. Nice, okay. Yeah, it's funny. People asking like, "Oh, did you model everything from scratch?" Bro, like nobody cares if I model stuff from scratch. It's not like the game is gonna sell better if I model stuff from scratch. You know, it's not like I'm making like my own style or something. Like that's kind of like. What is going on here? Oh, it's like some kind of red light in there, huh? Okay, we are missing some pieces that I need to bring. And again, don't crash. Okay. Recast. This thing cannot be on any data layer. And the nav mesh I'm using cannot be on any data layer. Okay. Yeah, I have no clue why the enemies are not patrolling anymore. Yeah, I'm no. I have no clue what's wrong with the enemies. They were patrolling a couple seconds ago. Now they don't. Now these guys are patrolling. It's just that's such a annoying thing. And unfortunately, this is like very specific to my project. I'm going to make a little video and show the developer what the hell is going on. before, the enemies used to work. For example, the ones closer to the player used to walk, but the ones farther away, they did not used to work. Now it's the opposite. Now the enemies that are farther away are able to walk, but the ones in the first room are not walking. It seems like there's like a number of enemies that work, and the rest, they just don't want to. And they're like very dumb right now. They're just getting stuck on stuff. That's new. I believe these guards are not walking. Yeah, there's a couple things I think I could try. Yeah, the problem is that I do need to have them in a data layer. I cannot just have them outside. It's just too heavy to have so many enemies loaded at the same time. I can also spawn them with an AI spawner. Yeah, there's like 3 things I can try without changing the logic. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, damn it. Crap. That ragdoll, it's not very nice. Need to adjust the physics volumes and add restrictions to the rotation so the body doesn't break that much. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to defeat these enemies. Yeah, the radius of that attack is very small. It's kind of hard to land it. They do move while stunned. That's a bug right there. These guys just don't die. Jesus. This project uses behavior trees. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are unbeatable. And I took the health bar off because I don't really like to see the health bar, but very hard to defeat without a gun. Oh, this is area number 4, okay. Activate it. And I wanna make them drop a ammunition. Yeah, there's this alien isolation state tree tutorial. That's very cool. Yeah, I would love to have something like that. So now it seems that the first enemies, just the first room is not working. All of the other ones are patrolling fine. These guys, yeah, those need a lot of work. It's kind of funny. That's so strange. Oh. Damn. Yeah, I need to think about the respawn. What's going to happen when you die? Again, I'm out of ammo. And the enemy guns just have 7 bullets. Like, what the hell? Let's see. Okay. The inventory. Okay, let's see. Where's this thing? There's a lot of cool stuff you can change right here. Is it here on equipment or is it on inventory? Spawn loot after that. Inventory, startup inventory. I think it was. Here on startup inventory. Let's make him drop some ammo. I believe it was in there, not sure. Yeah, there you go. Now they dropped some ammo. That's nice. Oh, this guy just dropped from there. Yeah, I need to change the collisions so enemies cannot fire through through the walls. That's gonna be a lot of work changing the whole collisions for almost every match in here. Maybe there's a way to do it through the matrix, the property matrix. Oh, what the hell? I'm trying to jump from here to the other one. Okay. My thing was trying to mantle, that's why. It will be very nice to get some like glitchy effect when I get hit, like that'll be cool. Instead of your typical red border, get some like glitchiness. Yeah, I think the enemies are working fine besides the first room. The first room, it's yeah, I really have no clue. Oh crap. Yeah, these enemies are nice. It's just I need to make them charge at me. If I make them charge, I think that'll be very nice. And the shield, I need to make it vertical, and I need to make it so I mean, I cannot really shoot them from the front or have the damage reduced like by 90% or something. So they become like actually very hard to deal with, because they're very annoying. When they actually get close to you, it's kind of hard to get around, but when they're far away, they're just very funny. That's another thing with the scope. I don't know why the heck is so milky. And it has to do with the post-process volume for some reason. I tried to change the material and stuff, but it's kind of complex. I think it's using some kind of like post-process blend material on top of the scope material. So yeah, another big deal, a big thing is gonna be resource management. Yeah, I won't be able to make it through this. So I need to That's the last room. Okay, I'm gonna take that one out. Is this close combat? No, that's ranged, okay. It's a pretty big level, to be honest. There's a lot here. If I can like really make some puzzles and add some cool stuff, I think I can at least get. I think I might be able to get like maybe 1 hour of gameplay. Okay, so we are here on the research facility. For the research facility, let's get that fog actually looking sweet. And I think I had, yes, the roof hidden. Oops, I thought I had it in one group, so I can easily hide it. Ah, that's good. Sweet. Nope, I want to drop it down there, not here. Yeah, I don't really need to even rotate these guys, because anyways, they're gonna get moving with the... They're just gonna start walking around. Some of these areas are very cluttered. I think this one, I think I'm gonna change it up. We probably need to take a little bit of that stuff out. Yeah, it's kinda too much. Which is good. It's good to simplify things a little. There's another room that we haven't used at all. And then I kind of want to top it off with, now that we are here, we can probably add some of these eggs. Replace with this one. Nice. So we can actually make it a functional egg. And I think we should probably add another one around here. It would be nice to have little ones also around. Hey, how's it going? Here we're gonna add another one. Here we can probably rotate. Right here. Yeah, we can probably just get another one around here. That'll be very awesome. And then I can probably get somewhere. Yeah, I really like these ones. I think we might have enough. Okay, let's check this out. I think we have enough enemies there. Kind of want to just test performance. That's so cool. I love these eggs just exploding everywhere. That's the problem. I don't want this. Yeah, we need to change the AI logic here so they cannot see me that close and hear that close, because then we get this kind of like army of bugs, and this, yeah, just becomes a zombie game, which is kind of also cool, but it's actually running not that bad, to be honest. Yeah, I really want to make them charge or jump at me. I think that's gonna be super awesome. They just conveniently drop ammunition. I think we have an egg somewhere here. Yeah, we need a light function for this light. Yeah, instead of blocking, I want them to charge or jump at me. That'll be very cool. The fog is a little bit too hard. Also, I want the box to bleed green, but I need to figure out how to make it. Because the impact, it looks red, but I can make the decals from the blood look green. But the impacts are red, so it doesn't match. I need to see how can I change that, because we're gonna have some the other characters. I want them to bleed red, but I want these other ones to bleed green. So I'm not sure how to do that yet. Damn, I'm running out of ammo super quickly. Yeah, I want to make these props destructible as well. We already have the logic. We have chaos destruction, so I want to make the glass break and a bunch of other props break. But I still need to figure out how to do that. Explosive barrels and stuff like that, just to make the environment more interactive. Okay, here we're gonna go down and unload the upper area. It actually worked pretty good this time. Still, yeah, finishing loading, okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, everything's working pretty good besides the exterior area. There's a nav mesh here. Why is this guy not walking? Huh. Is the nav mesh not really touching this area? I think maybe not touching this area. Or is that guy freaking out? No, I think it was just freaking out. I remember. Okay, we got a couple of things to change. Oof, is that a crash? Nope, almost. They're moving while stunned, that's an issue. Oh, it's because it's explosive bullets, and we ran out of bullets now. Crap. Wow, this guy is really... Oh, it's because these bullets don't make that much damage. I see. Alright, so most of it is working pretty good. Yeah, most of it is working pretty nice. Obviously got a bunch of little bugs to fix in here and there, but wow, the frame rate is terrible here. Some of the stairs are not working very good, the collisions, getting a little stuck. Okay, I'm out of ammo. I need to have a close combat weapon. I don't know why the grenades make so much damage to the player but not to the enemies. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, the AI is working very weird. Jesus, it's very hard to get the AI to work properly. Okay, but yeah, we got something going on. Just want to check something. Oh my god, damn it. Yeah, let me know. How is it going? Mick Chalo? Is there a possibility for one person? Is there a possibility for one person to make a game like Plague of Tale Innocence? Plague of Tale, is that the game, like the medieval game where rats just go crazy and eat people and stuff? Let me check. Oh yeah. I haven't played it yet, to be honest, but I got some very good comments about this one. I saw a friend playing it on PlayStation 5 one day, and he was very, very happy with it. Yeah, that looks amazing. Is it possible for one person to make something like this? It really depends on how much like time and effort and experience you have, but I believe it's possible. Maybe like using pre-made assets from the marketplace and stuff. I think you should be able to come up with something like this. There's a bunch of templates for character locomotion and everything. These Niagara particles, these rats, it's probably gonna be the hardest thing to do, but yeah, it really depends on how much time, effort, and experience you have. But I think it's possible to come up with something similar than this. And I actually have this game from the Epic Games. I think they gave it for free a couple of like a year ago or something. That's a cool game. Definitely need to play it out. Let's actually check if I have it. I should probably have it. Yep, I think it is. This one. Wow, the internet on this PC is very slow. Oh, maybe, no, maybe I don't have it. I thought I had it. Anyways, yeah, I think I had it. Okay, well, been 3 hours. I think I'm going to take a break. There's a couple little things I still want to bring from my other project, the other version. I'm like making a transfer, kind of like migrating stuff from the older version to the newest version. Couple of things. I made the landscape so like way smaller. It's okay, the landscape might change. Just wanted a placeholder. Okay, now they wanna walk. Okay, yeah, this thing, that's a mystery. I have no clue, to be honest. Sometimes the AI patrolling works, sometimes it doesn't, and I have no way to replicate that bug. I just really don't know why it works sometimes and why it doesn't work sometimes. Or also in the build, when I make a build, it sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't, and that's just very annoying. Those are the worst bugs, like, because when you can replicate a bug, it's like, okay, cool, at least I can ask for help and like show them exactly how I'm making this bug. But when you cannot replicate a bug, damn, things get complicated. No, I built the whole thing. Yeah, I didn't model anything or code anything, but I built the whole thing, like Lego pieces. I didn't make the Lego, but I built the thing. It's not a your typical what's the name, overview map. Not overview, but example. Your example map where things come together. And I'm mixing a bunch of asset packs, mixing the big, medium, small industrial with some mega scans, with a bunch of other stuff. The layout and blockout was also made by me, and I'm retexturing some stuff. Some other stuff comes from the Adobe 3D assets, and yeah, I'm mixing a bunch of different packs in here. But the main one, it's the industrial big, medium, small asset pack. Yeah, I made the building, like the concrete walls and stuff. These ventilators are the Megascan fans, but I built a hole in there, and I got the grill from another pack. And I use the modeling tools in Unreal to kind of like modify stuff as well. So yeah, it's there's a lot of work that went into this. It's not a drag and drop environment. There's a lot of things you can do. These doors I did model, which are very simple doors. Yeah, I'm not sure if making a AAA game by yourself, it's it's possible, to be honest. But you can make something very cool. Like there are games out there that you wouldn't believe they're made by one single person. And it's not like the person made everything, because you're using assets and logic and mechanics made from other people. You're just building the Lego, you're just putting stuff together. So if you have that mindset, yes, it's possible to come up with a very nice product that kind of like feels polished. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with this project. I'm trying to make something very tiny, and I'm trying to polish it. I ran out of ammo again. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess we will need to have rooms where I can reload and stuff. Yep, I'm done. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah, I'm gonna have some little boxes with ammo and stuff, because yeah, resource management is gonna be fun. Because this weapon I got here, it really doesn't do much damage. Yeah, I won't be able to beat them up with this. Well, actually, it kind of does some damage, but probably need to make it a little harder. That guy is just stuck in there. Yeah, but I appreciate it. But yeah, the main thing you need to think about, my biggest advice is like, don't get stuck in making everything from scratch. That's probably the worst mistake you can do. That's why I find it very funny when people ask me like, hey, did you model everything from scratch? Did you made the models from scratch? Did you made the logic from scratch? No, dude, like, I'm trying to release a game before I'm like 90 years old, you know, like I'm not gonna make everything from scratch, because I'm like a solo dev, and I definitely don't have the time to do everything from scratch. There's some stuff you can make for sure if you cannot find the asset, and if you need to modify the asset, and if you want something like very unique and something small, you can probably make it, but there's no need to do everything from scratch. The only reason that I will see making stuff from scratch is if you are making a very unique style. Like if you're making some stylized game and you cannot find any assets for it, and it's just very unique, very different, and you need to model everything, that's the only reason. But I mean, like, if you're going for like your typical Megascan look like this, why will I model a pipe? Why will I model a little lamp if there's 8,000 lamps out there? It just makes no sense. I understand characters, yeah. Maybe you will want to have your original characters. Maybe you can make the characters from scratch. Maybe you can hire somebody to have original characters and enemies. That makes sense. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it doesn't really makes too much sense. No, I'm a 3D generalist, and I know basic modeling with Maya, ZBrush. I know Substance Painter. I have like generalist skills, so I know a little bit about everything when it comes to like the 3D pipeline. But I don't consider myself a character artist. There, like, if I were to make something like that, I will probably try to use some models. There are some very cool models you can get even for free in the marketplace, in the Fab marketplace. They have some very cool characters, and then modify them to fit the style. That's probably what I will do. Or you can go with metahumans, but again, like metahumans are not the most optimized thing. I've seen them used in games, but maybe now they're a little better. But yeah, maybe using a meta human and just creating the clothes for it, and like that's probably one way. Yeah, that's my advice. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Just cause it's gonna take a lot of time and the end result might not be the smoothest. It just takes a lot of time. Making characters is probably one of the hardest thing in 3D. I mean, if you're going to use a human, like probably the best. If you're making realistic humans, I mean, there's already very good solutions for that. You know, so starting from scratch, like box modeling, like a little from a cube, I don't know. It just really takes a lot of time. And again, the end result is not gonna compete with a meta human or a like a cool character model that you can get from the Fab Store. They gave some very cool characters. I think 2 weeks ago or something. No, I didn't make anything. Everything you see, you can go get in the marketplace. Trying to make a game. I'm not really trying to make models. Think about it like building a Lego, right? Like, would you rather go buy some Lego pieces and build the Lego, or would you rather model each piece in a 3D software and then printing that with a 3D printer? Like, what's going to get you like a better result and a quicker result? That's the difference. Yeah, there's some some camera action going on in this. Is it me or... Okay, no, it's working. Okay. Wow, too many enemies. We need to add more bullets to this. It's gonna be hard to go, but yeah. Yeah, I need to make a little list of things. Yeah. Again, like if you have the time, the effort, and the energy and the skill to do it, you can do it. It's just gonna take you way longer, and motivation is like fuel, right? So you just need to be careful not to run out of it, because most projects get canceled. I mean, most people just throw away their projects because they scope too big. So that happens to everybody. It takes a long time to learn this. takes a long time to learn how to scope things small. It's probably the hardest thing. Everybody talks about this. It's like you start and you want to make this huge thing, and then it's like halfway through, it's like, oh my god, what I'm doing. Probably the most common thing. All right, so I need to copy the missing meshes from the previous version. I think there are just concrete meshes that I didn't copy. I'm using this Spanish keyboard, and I kind of hard to know where the things are. And then I need to add some ammunition. In the level, check ammo damage, because not all of the ammunition is making the same damage. Yeah, and I think that's it for now. Yeah, just so I remember what to do when I come back. No, I'm not trying to demotivate you. I'm just like being super honest. That's why you got that answer from other people, like, no, that's not possible. It is possible, but not making everything from scratch. It is possible to make everything from scratch, but oh my god, it's gonna take you too much time. Again, the nav mesh is not working here. Oh my god, this shit is It is. I think it is. Yep, for some enemies it is. Huh. Not sure. I think next thing to try is to add the I need to double check if there's no wires connected here. Yeah, I think I'm missing some wires now that I... Oh, crap, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of meshes I'm missing from the original. All the modified meshes. Yeah, I need to go room by room and really get that, because I spent a lot of time making these rooms, so might as well just make them work properly. But I think I'm gonna take a break. Wow, yeah, really updating this project was such a pain. Even starting from the outside, yeah, I'm missing some concrete here. Oof, okay, yeah, just wanna get done with this, and I think we're gonna have it in a good spot. Let's leave it here. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. That's another advice I need to give you. Yeah, sometimes you need to take a break for sure. You don't want to burn out. That's very common as well. Oh. Yeah, talking about that, I should probably take a couple of days off. I've been going too hard. But yeah, see you later.